Hello, hello, and we've returned. Welcome to a Mind Elevation Nation with Shavariel. That is me. Hey, doing another video today, and this time wanted to bring about a more serious topic and informative. I pray it helps us all. So, if you didn't watch my first video, make sure you check that out for today. Today, I posted a video earlier about waiting until marriage to have sex. Now, I'm going to have to title it a little different, or maybe not. Everybody gets the message. But yes, but if you are new to this channel and you're just now catching this video, make sure that you see the other previous videos. That way you can get to know me. And then that way you get to know a mind elevation, to see what we're about, see if that fits you. And then if so, you can come on and join our family. We love to have you. And best part, we're growing. Hey. So, this one, make sure you hit that like button. Come on now. Hit that like button. Hit that like button and share to care. All right. So this one is parenting in a healthy way. Parenting in a healthy way. In this society, whether you're black, white, brown, whatever, Asian, Puerto Rican, whatever, Australian, whatever, wherever you are.
Asia.
Oh, I did say that. I did. I said it. I said it. But wherever you are, of course, we want the ideal two-parent household, right? With the mother and father. A lot of times, it does not turn that way. And it's just the mother parenting the child or the children, and the father going on about his business. And it is sad that way. However, I want to let the mothers know something that I was taught here recently. You have to look out for your children or your child. And that means for your health and well-being also. So if the father of that child or children, hold on, son, just hold on for me. If your child or children have a father that is not fit spiritually, mentally, physically, if he is truly not fit to be a father, you have to move on with your child or children without that man. Because society says, well, it's too many men not in the household, and who is to blame for that? Well, when you think about it, it's both people. It's both people. It took two to lay down. I know that sounds harsh, but when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself also, because I have a child. It took two to lay down, and you knew, or probably didn't know, that you weren't going to have this man in this household, or you could have had a hint or a glimpse that this man was not going to change to be better, and he still hasn't asked you to marry him, and you two aren't even in a relationship to begin with, or whatever the case may be. But just because a child needs a father, every child needs a father and a mother. That's the thing. Just like how people say, well, when a single mother has boys or a boy, he's going to need a father, a male role model. Yes, that is correct. But he needs a good and healthy male role model, not just any old body. And he needs a good and healthy father, not just any type of father. Father could be abusive. You think that child needs that? A father could be mentally unstable. You think a child needs that? So it's just like when I hear people say that, I reverse it. Well, every daughter needs a mother. So if this man is a good father and he has primary care of his daughter or daughters, that daughter, that good little girl, is going to need a good and healthy mother role model. So say if it's not her mom, okay, well, it could be your sister as the father. Maybe you're the father. It could be your sister. If not the sister, maybe it could be your mom. If not your mom, it could be your aunt. If not the aunt, it could be your grandma or a close friend or something, to where this little girl will have a healthy role model. Because the little girl, when she grows up, is not going to go to her dad when she has her menstrual period. And a lot of people forget to mention that part. So they so keen, it's so keen to say that if a single mother has a boy, that he's going to need a male role model. Yes, but he has to be healthy. Yes, but he has and he has to be good. Yes, and he has to be a safe human being. Reverse it. If a father was raising a daughter, yes, he is going to need a good and healthy role model mother for that little girl, because she is going to go through things he has no idea about. He does not, that father does not bleed every month from 13 all the way up until late 30s. She's going to need to speak to a woman, a good, healthy woman, about that. When her breasts start to grow, when she starts to go through changes physically, hormonally, hopefully I said that right, she's going to need somebody outside of her father that's going to relate to her as a young woman, as a growing girl turning to a young woman, as a young woman turning to a young lady. So it's every child needs their parents, both parents and their families, because it takes a village to raise children. So with that, just know, as a mother, do not settle for the father if he is not healthy, if he is not spiritually healthy, if he is not mentally healthy, if he is not physically healthy. So that means if this grown man is disrespecting you as their mother, as the mother of his children or his child, disrespecting you in front of the children, let me tell you, those children see how their dad talks to you as the mother. And you know what children do? Imitate. They're very impressionable. And they're going to think that that's okay, and then try you one day in the same fashion, or do that to their friends or their cousins, and it's not okay. How that man treats you as the mother of his children does matter. And if he is not healthy towards you, if he abuses you, if he's verbally abusive towards you, if he is any kind of abusive towards you as their mother, because some men like to say, well, I don't abuse my children, but you abuse the mother. Look how you talk to her. Look how you yell at her. Look at how you curse at her. Look how you tell her she's stupid. Look at how you tell her she's nothing without you. Look at how you tell her she would never be with another great man but you. It's abusive. So, as a mother, no matter who it is, a father is not to be just a pair of men's pants. That's how my aunt told me. That means he is not to just solely be a man. He could be a man and be a messed up person, be a messed up soul underneath that flesh. He has to be a good father. If he is not a good father, move forward with your child or your children without him. Don't so much attempt to make it work, because he's the one with issues as the father. I'm talking about the fathers that don't have their stuff together. Now, if you're a father and you got yourself together, hey, I thank you. Keep having your stuff together and doing right, and you be blessed in your journey of being a good person. But to those who are not good fathers, This is for you. Okay? I am giving power to mothers to move forward with their children despite of how the fathers act if they do not have their stuff together. Because if you had your stuff together, you would have your family. You wouldn't be a weekend dad. You would have your family. But since the fathers who don't have their stuff together are still playing this tic-tac-toe, girlfriend to girlfriend, pillow to pose, with the baby mama, then not with the baby mama, then back with an ex, then leave the ex, then to the baby mama, I'm talking to you. Mothers, you deserve better than that. And you don't need that around your children. Those children are watching you, and they're watching their father. They're watching how you talk to him, and they're watching how the father talks to you. They're watching how you treat each other, because they are going to understand growing up what behaviors are okay and how they are having other people treat them. And you want the best for your child. You know, it's like, I'll give you this analogy. It's like sleeping in your bed as an adult, right? You sleep in your bed as an adult, you get up, your bed is messed up. That's like asking your children to go sleep in your bed, in your messy bed, and they have to deal with whatever's in there. I say that as an analogy to say, sometimes we adults mess up so much that when we bring children into the picture or into our lives, into that mess, we expect our children to be comfortable in our mess and we not clean it up as adults. Children suffer. And that is what is so sad, because I have done it. I'm not boasting about it. I'm just giving you my experience, and I've had to learn all this, and I keep learning. So I give this information to you so that you can have even more helpful information, even more helpful knowledge to move forward. Or maybe you know somebody who could use this to help themselves. So, again, mothers, if the father of your child or children does not have his stuff together and he's talking to you disrespectful, don't tolerate that. If you have already had that conversation with him to say, look, you know, I don't appreciate how you speaking to me, and if you keep this up, we are not going to continue talking. And you know, when we are no longer talking, you no longer have access to this child that we both brought into this world, because you feel like because you talking to me this way, you don't treat your child, mistreat your child. But in fact, this child is watching how you talk to me as their mother, and they're going to grow up and think that that's okay, and then go out into the world and hurt other people and talk to their friends like that, or talk to their teachers like that, or talk to their mentors like that. And no, that is not okay. So if you don't change this, well, we're gone. Period. And if he still hadn't changed, well, you move on. You've already warned. You give one warning. That's an adult that you're speaking to. You give him one warning. If he's still not heeding to it, it's bye-bye. Okay, so understand that you are a whole human being. You have feelings. You have emotions. You have things that you want to improve on yourself. And since you have children as a mother, you want the best for your children. Don't you settle for less and then say, well, he does talk to me. I don't ever hear him talk like that to the kids. No, don't fall for that either. Because when he's with the kids and not with you, he could be talking to them just as bad. And then because kids don't fully understand like misbehavior and inappropriate behavior of an adult, they're going to still say, well, yeah, I want to be with daddy, or yeah, I want to be with mommy. If you're messed up mommy, they're going to want to be with whoever they were raised with and whoever that they love, even if it's dysfunctional. So it's just like this. It's a child wanting something, but they have no idea that that's something that they want is unhealthy for them. So a child could be like, hey, I want ice cream and da 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 da, and I want candy and I want cake. And you just like the parent, as a parent, you're just like, no, you don't. You don't even eat those things. You want it because you just see it, but you don't really want it. And so, no, I'm not going to give that to you. Yes, your dad talks to me disrespectful. And I'm just giving an example. Yes, your dad talks to me disrespectful. And I know you love him and he may love you. I don't know about that. He may love you. I don't see how he loves you and disrespects me when you came for me as a mother. But anyway. He may love you, but he's not good for you. You don't have to tell a child that blatantly because it might mess him up. Just tell him in a way like, yeah, we'll see your dad when he feels well. Okay? Leave it at that. Well, when is he going to feel well, mommy? I'm not sure. But for now, it's going to be me and you, or it's going to be us. Okay? So it's you have to put that in place in your heart to know that you as a mom, as a good mom, you and your children deserve better. And you have to have that in place and enforced into your mind, into your thoughts, into your body. You have to carry that like you are a queen, because you are. And you have to move like that to say, I want better, or I want to do better, or I want to continue to advance being better and increase my efficiency, increase my self-care, increase my self-love, increase my positive speaking, increase treating other people better. You have to move forward with that. And especially when you have children, you have to think about them first now. What is it that they need that's healthy and also healthy for you? So just understand, if you need to leave that man, if you need to leave him, I'm not saying how long that's going to be. I don't know your situation. But if in case you need to leave that man because he's disrespecting you as a mother, just know that you have better options and you can leave that man behind and then move forward with you and your child or your children. So maybe we'll dig more on that. Maybe, just maybe. So as you can see, I'm a full-time mom. And this wasn't necessarily a conversation I wanted my son to be around for it. I wasn't talking necessarily about me. I'm just talking about in general. But he needs to know also, because he needs to know, hey, you treat a human being with kindness. With kindness. With kindness. So, it wasn't too crazy though. I mean, he understands. I'm talking about my son, he understands. But like I said, for the name of the Lord God, message has to be put forth. So that's what I'm doing. So may this find you well, and let it be helpful. Let it be a guide for you, because we have to do better. We have to do better. We have to want better for ourselves and for our children. Our children need better too, because it is not good to have a child be put in our mess just because we as an adult could not get ourselves together. And now your child may outdo you, when as they grow, to say, look, my mom didn't do this, let me do it. And I know it happens like that in some families, but you're the adult. You set the path. You lead the way. You trailblaze. And then your children follow what you've done, that blueprint. And then they build stronger on that. That's what we want, right? To leave a good inheritance to our children. Not only that, not only for good inheritance of wealth and riches, but also morals, standards, and also their own self-consciousness. So, because they need to know who they are in this world. So, and you do too. We do too. We as adults need to know who we are also, because boy, it all goes in a cycle. So, may this find you well, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk again next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.